Hello and welcome to today's tabletop, and today I will show you how I assembled my beautiful ships for Battlefleet Gothic and how I magnetized them and what my friend Jürgen printed out for me, and yeah, the whole starter I would say, and all the parts I will show you in a second. First things first, let me show you the beautiful ships. So here we got, I think this is a murder class ship, and as you can see, Jürgen was amazing and drilled a hole in here and also here. And I think these are 3x1 magnets, and as you can see, they fit beautifully. And I'm sure it's not, I think the ships are from the starter pack, from the community starter pack for Battlefleet Gothic, but also some of the parts he just got from the internet. So I'm not the STL file expert, but yeah, let me show you around some of the ships and then some of the parts he gave me. As you can see, like some taller bases for the capital ships, and I think some of the lower ones for some smaller ships, so you can have, because this is a 3D space, sometimes you can have all the ships on the same place, but yeah, different heights definitely. So the box came with some pieces, so these were in pieces. He gave me like all the pieces I needed, and let me show you. You get yeah, like the murder class, the sticks class, and so he printed for me some chassis and some bridges, and let me show you the ships and you will get a hang of it. So I think this is the murder class, and as you can see, like the bottom part is one part, and then the top part, like this here, a long line, and the front part are part 2, and then you can put in like weapon batteries and these parts and antennas and towers, bridges into here, and you need to super glue them on. I super glued those with bison glue. Some places had a few gaps, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. We'll come to these later. Let me show you the sticks class. So the sticks class is the same chassis as the other ones. Then the top part, like here, then a long part here in the middle, and then the front. And as you can see, instead of the weapon batteries, here I got some hangars for some fighters and bombers, and where you can see the antennas, I did put down some lances. Lances are less cannons as far as I understood it, and sometimes you have, like, these ones are cannons, and then in the front it has a lance, as you can see here right there. So this one is a cannon ship, and then it has a lance in the front. This one, the sticks, brings out fighters, and we will take a look at the fighters in a second. Then I think this is the slaughter. I hope I'm not wrong. And as you can see, I did magnetize it, push it in, put a bit of glue in here. And this one has, in the front, this one has cannons or bombardments in the front, and then it has 2 lances, like the big ones, up here. So this one is a lance, and this one is a lance, and this one too. So you can definitely cruise towards your enemy and then shoot him in the sides with some of your cannons and some of your big hitters, the lances. And as you can see here also, the bottom part here, it didn't really super tightly fit, but after I will have primed it, it will look good. I did put a huge bridge on this one. Maybe a smaller one would have done the job. But yeah, that's how you kind of customize your ships. I think it's pretty neat. It's not super complicated. I think there are these lances, like your big las cannons. And here is another murder class ship. And then as you can see, like I had my hangars on the sticks, and here I got again pure weapon batteries or cannon batteries, a different bridge on this one. Let me see if I can get it into zoom. As you can see, so if you have a buddy who has a 3D printer, or if you have a 3D printer, it shouldn't be a problem. I think you will also find the ships maybe on Etsy. I think the package or the deal I got was really inexpensive, like a really good deal for, let's say, $50 or euros to get the ships and all the things that you need. So, and then as you can see here, right down here, these are your stands, and you can print it out. These ones, like, they're really beautiful. I think here you got your front, and then you can see your front arc from this side to this side, your side arc, your back arc, Imperial ships in the front, like these are Chaos ships, and the Imperial ships in the front have some massive armor, so they are armor 6 mostly, the Imperial ships in the front, and then 5 on all the sides. These are, I think, 5 all over. And then I think the Orc ships in the back are just a 4. So it's pretty much like a tank game, but you definitely can feel the ship character. Like this is definitely, they wanted to do some battleships, some First World War German versus the British fleet. And that's what they did for 40k in space. And I think they definitely, or Andy Chambers and Games Workshop 1999 definitely succeeded. So then you got this part for the ships. You just glue it down here. You make sure it is relatively straight. Then once it's glued down, you can put a magnet in here. Jürgen included for me this beautiful tool so I could see which side is up. Most of the time I just took one magnet, did put it on this one, pressed it into this hole while there was a bit of glue in it. So I pressed it in as good as I could, and then I kind of peeled it off, cleaned this up from the super glue, and yeah, that's how I did it. And then once I knew that this is up, I just peeled the second magnet down here and did put it in here. Luckily, no mistakes were made. So the basis is what he supplied me with. Then he supplied me with, let's go here, with some dice and some markers. So this is all optional. I think this is for the big ships. I did paint it up because it looks a bit more beautiful. Yeah, I guess we have the better light here. So this is for the big ships who have a big base, and then you can move 15 centimeters forward. So I painted this one a bit in a chaos style, chipped it a bit so it looks a bit industrial. This is what I will use mostly, the 10 centimeters, and I think I will do something like a chaos fleet where there will be 4 Chaos Lords on the ships, each from a different god, Tzeentch, Khorne, Slaanesh, and Nurgle. And they will, that's the story for my ships, and they will kind of go on a hunt and try who can deal more damage. And as you can see, you will be able to put this down here in the bottom, and then you will just be able, okay, my ship moves 10 centimeters, and then you just put it down on the base, as you can see, and then you just move the ship right here, and that's how that's work. Then Jürgen included also some 45 degree changing pieces. I think this one is for the bigger, this one is for smaller. This is how I painted it. I used for most of the things speed paints, and so the way you use this is you put down your, you want to change, as you can see, this one is the front, so I want to change 45 degree in angle. Let's put the ship aside for a second. As you can see, like this is the front, I want to go in this direction, so I just turn it in this direction, and then yeah, I put down the 10 centimeters in this direction, and I just move the ship. Like that's the plan. He also gave me a blast marker, which I painted yellow in the middle, then a bit of orange, a bit of red, a bit of black. That's the explosion. I worked with some contrasts for blending the colors. I also worked with some sponge technique to just chip the yellow into the orange and chip the black at the end of the rim. On the bottom it's golden because I had gold left, so I just painted it that way. So this is the blast marker. Let's say you have two ships here and somebody's shooting with, I don't know, I have not yet encountered that weapon, but it exists, and then he puts a blast marker over this one, and you roll your artillery dice, and if it hits the ship, and it may spill over. So that's pretty great. What else? Then I got order dice. These dice you put down if you give your ship an order, and I got 10 of them. You will need some for your ships, and they have 6 commands. I don't know what this one is. This one is making 2 pivots. This one is reloading ordnance. This one is full speed ahead. This one is to focus fire and brace yourself. And well, I think this one is to halt maybe the ship to come to zero. And I painted 2. I primed them, I think in white, and then I didn't have a silver, so I dry brushed them with a very light silver from Citadel, but anyone will do. I think the brightest silver I had, and then I speed painted them. This one in the colors of Tzeentch, then 2 in the colors of Nurgle, and then I chipped them here and there and put on some gold. And as you can see, also a couple of them in the color of Khorne and Slanesh, so they could compete and look good. And I'm kind of happy when you're speed painting and you have a silver underneath, to have that beautiful color effect. As you can see right here, I would say try to put just 1 coat over it. Otherwise, like the silver underneath, that effect will get lost a bit. But yeah, so I got the order dice. Then what else? Then he printed me this ordnance torpedoes. I don't know how many I got. I think let's say 6. And so you have this torpedo, you put them out, and maybe your ship puts out 6 torpedoes, and this one flies in that direction. Maybe you lose torpedoes or they hit, and it's pretty amazing. So this is also what I got. And then here I got 1 bridge left over. This one is a bit thinner. I think this one is for for the slaughter and the sticks. As you can see here, some weapon batteries that are left over, and somewhere here should be also a bridge. Then yeah, here bridges and antennas. As you can see, a smaller bridge and some spare parts. Then here I have the idolators. Not much to see, but just to show you the parts I have to put together. The idolators, I think, are those with the last cannons. Then the iconoclasts, I'm not sure. This one, I think, are those with the torpedoes. Yeah, or no, this one are the ones with the last cannons. But yeah, you will see when you get the ships, the quality is great. And I will show you when they are assembled. And this is like the ordnance for the sticks. I think here I will have some fighters and bombers. I would get them out, but it's hard to get them in again. So I think some bombers, fighters, and I don't know what else, but a lot of cool stuff and really, really tiny and cool. So yeah, that's more or less my whole fleet of Battlefleet Gothic. Maybe I will add to it, but as you can see, that's, I think, all you need to play the game. And it is a simple game, but it's beautiful. It is deep. It is very flavorful. And yeah, I thought it was really fair. So it's not like you get blown everything to pieces straight from turn one. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. So if you're thinking about building or printing a fleet, do it. See ya to the next video.